If you look at these things side by side, obviously
Yeah. The
2011
grip tells you everything you need to know. The grip width,
Standard.
dictates double stack versus single stack. This much of your slide right down the top of the barrel is not, it's cut out of the slide.
Yeah.
And it's added to the barrel. So the barrel's heavier, the slide is lighter.
And you don't get that muzzle rise.
And you don't get the muzzle rise. You have to train with these guns. You have to train because like you're gonna reach a level of efficacy already because the gun does what the gun does. Yeah. But when you learn how to run a gun like this, bruh.
Welcome back to Class Firearms, guys. Kai over here, and I've got my friend John Keys from Guns Out TV.
Let's go.
And also We the Free streaming services. Dude, great having you here, man.
Man, thanks for having me, bro.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be here. It feels like hallowed ground.
It is, and it's been a while in the works, right? We've been trying to get you here for a while, and finally it happened. Mm-hmm. And today what we're going to talk about is his favorite, basically top 5 2011s of all time. And the reason for that is because you are an avid 2011 user. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Before we get there, tell us a little about yourself and everything, and how you became an expert with 2011s.
Okay, well, I don't consider myself an expert in 2011.
He didn't fall for that.
No, absolutely not going to do that. But we developed at Guns Out TV. Obviously we do gun reviews and showcase trainings and gun experiences and things like that. We did an early review on the Staccato C2 when it came out and the Staccato P. We did a side-by-side review of those two guns, and it was a pretty well thought out, very detailed review. Even dug into the history of Staccato, how they rebranded from STI, all of those things. And Staccato liked it, and they gave us the first ever factory tour. We were the first influencers to ever do a factory tour at Staccato. And then after that, it was just like the floodgates opened up. It was like a lot of influencers started to actually go to Staccato, visit, and like it was a whole culture shift almost, right?
Yeah, when was that?
Oh, that was year 1 of Guns Out, so 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So by no means am I a 2011 expert, but I do consider myself to be kind of like a Staccato aficionado. I own all the Staccatos, all the V2 Staccatos, that is, right? From the CS all the way to the XL. Okay. I love shooting 2011s. I love shooting Staccatos.
They changed the game.
They did. Yeah. They did. They came in at which most people don't believe, especially if you're not really in the industry or the community. Their price point is like middle ground as it pertains, especially now because you have some low end 2011s that's starting at about $1,000, $1,200. They go, but then you go all the way up to like $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, maybe even 10 and up for some really, really finely tuned 2011s.
Absolutely, yeah. No, by the way, this video is not sponsored by Staccato. He just likes
no. That's on me. I'm gonna take that because y'all gonna have something to say once I start talking about my top 5 too.
I know exactly. With that being said, you want to jump right into it?
Yeah, sure.
So number 5.
Number 5, the Kimber 2K11 Target.
All right.
And that's probably gonna surprise a lot of people that I said that because I recently got the Kimber 2K11 Target, and I put a lot of rounds through it already, but we're getting ready to do a full review on it. And the reason why I put it in my top 5, I put it at number 5, is because it's one of the newest entries into the 2011 game, right? Okay. And it's Kimber's, I guess, offering of a very high-performing, competition-ready, but also duty-capable 2011. And right out the box, I think the 2K11 Target is just super packed with value and performance at the price point. But like right out of the box, you're in the game.
Yeah, I don't have any experience with it whatsoever.
So have you seen it?
I saw some pictures on the internet. It looks real nice, like different cuts, slide cuts and whatever.
So they got this real futuristic slide cuts. They got the slide windows. The fitments is great. I mean, it's Kimber, right? They've been making 1911s since 1911s.
Speaking of 1911s, I want to quickly explain.
Yeah.
All right, this is a 1911, just a single stack, 45 caliber, like 7-8 round magazine capacity. This is the one that made by TSAS, the clone of M1911A1, the old school original, pretty much government 1911, right?
That gives me face-off vibes with Nicolas Cage with the dual 1911s.
That's right. Yeah. So this is what it is. And a 2011 is basically Staccato's came up with that. I think
they coined that.
And that is basically a double stack. 1911.
Because standard 1911 is holding 8 rounds, right?
But yeah, 7, 8 depending on the brand,
make
but
or
yeah,
whatever.
8 rounds. Yeah, and this one has got like 15 round magazine capacity, 9mm, or sometimes 17, 19, 21. Depending on the,
when they first came out with Staccato, it was a 16 round mag, and then there's the 17 round mag. And then there's also the 20 round mag, and then they have like all the way up to 24, I think, something like that.
Exactly. So if you look at these things side by side, obviously
Yeah,
2011
the grip tells you everything you need to know. The grip width,
fatter.
Dictates double stack versus single stack.
Exactly. Or else they look pretty similar, but they're not the same. So anyways, we kind of addressed the 1911, 2011. Right
Yeah,
there, too.
for sure.
So that's Kimber.
The Kimber 2K11 Target. Now, so again, first off, aesthetically pleasing right out of the box. It's when you get, like for example, you get a Staccato, it's like all the Staccatos tend to pretty much look the same, right? You get a Kimber 2K11 Target, that thing looks different from other Kimbers.
Yep.
And I mean, it's a nice copper two-tone finish. It has a lot of aesthetically pleasing cuts on the slide. The grip feels really, really good. And I actually even said in one of my reels that it kind of gives me the Terran Tactical grip feel vibes, right? But not the new one, more so the old Terran Tactical grip. On the Sand Viper, but yeah, right out of the box, a lot of value. It shoots like a finely tuned 2011. I won't say that it'll beat like an Atlas, an Infinity, or even a Staccato XL. Like it definitely can compete with the Staccato P in my opinion. Some of those 4.4 inch, because I think it's a 5-inch slide on the 2K11 Target, and it definitely competes really well with like the Staccato Ps and other 4.4, 4.5 inch slide barrel length 2011s.
Well, what's the price point? Street price?
So if you get the 2K11 Target without an optic, that's about $2,800.
Okay.
And so again, at that price point, to get something with that nice of a fit and finish, and it's really
from Kimber.
I want to say. It's more of that finish because people want to get a nice gun, but then they also want the gun to look nice. So it's like you buy like a $2,400, $2,500 2011, but then you might want to get it Cerakoted. Then you're gonna add an optic. You might want to do some things to it, and then now you're up through $3,500, $4,000, right? Kimber 2K11 Target, you get that out of the box. You don't have to do nothing. Nice flat trigger, two-tone finish, nice aggressive and aesthetic cuts on the slide, nice aluminum grip. Flared magwell, competition magwell, 220 round mags and a 17 round mag is pretty dope.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So the reason why it's at number 5 is because all that value, and I think that if you're like really, if you're one of those shooters that you want to get into the 2011 game, but you don't want to get one that you have to kind of like do some things to make it as aesthetically pleasing as you want to get that right out of the gate, go with the 2K11 Target.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's move on to our number 4.
All right, so number 4 is the Atlas Airbus. And I like the Airbus because, well, first off, Atlas, they just make some really amazing pistols. And, more Atlases, I've shot a number of Atlases, but I've shot more that were really tuned as race guns almost, right? I'm talking about oversized gas pedals and mag wells and cocking levers and all of these different things, right?
Requires like special ammo, not factory ammo?
No, it doesn't necessarily require special ammo, but it's just like, it's a hefty, beefy, it's like almost like a F1 type race car, right? Whereas I would prefer more of an exotic.
Gotcha.
So the Airbus it's more of like it's kind of like a duty. It's kind of like a cross between a duty, but you can compete with that thing too. So it's also that you get a lot of value in that sense that it can multitask. And I mean, it's just Atlas, man. These are hand-fitted 2011s.
What's the price on that one?
Ooh, I think the Airbus starts at about $5,000.
Okay.
I think it's starting at about $4 or $5,000 for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's worth every penny. I gotta be honest with you. Like Atlas guns, they shoot so flat that like you could tend to overdrive those depending on what model you're shooting, depending on what you've been shooting before you shoot it.
Gotcha. Yeah, your number 5, obviously Kimber, and now Atlas.
Yeah.
I don't have any experience with those guns, so I can't really chime in to say anything.
Yeah.
I just obviously I know Kimber. They're amazing, right?
Yeah.
For the 1911s, they're known to be one of the best out there. Atlas, I may have seen
They're
one
gonna
in
be at range
person.
day. They're gonna be at range day. So you should definitely. I'll take you over to the booth myself.
Yeah.
Introduce you to those Atlas guys, and you'll get some experience with the Atlas.
Can't wait to check it out. I've I've known that they are one of the best out there. I
Yeah.
just never, I don't have any experience with them.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, that's the other thing too, is like when you're talking about top 5 2011s, it really depends on who you're talking to and why they're putting them in their top 5, right? Because I could easily put an Infinity in my top 5 because that's like, some of those are like 10,000 plus,
Oh, yeah.
right? And I mean, we've seen people like Honest Outlaw and PewView shoot these things and say those are the flattest guns they've ever shot
Yeah.
before. So you could easily throw it in there, but without the experience, I can't speak to it personally.
That's
right?
the thing. Yeah, experience is important.
Yeah,
let's
very,
just say.
very, very important.
And that's why this is your list, right?
Right.
What's your number 3, man?
Number 3, oh man, Staccato P Ultra. Now,
Okay.
now that's a one of one, and so
What is that?
yeah, exactly, yeah. So okay, so the Staccato P is probably the most popular staccato. Everybody knows the
Yes.
Staccato P.
Yep.
When somebody says I have a staccato, the first thing, oh, you got a P, you know, the P. And it's the one that's kind of like right in the middle of the lineup because you have the CS, the C, the C2, then the P, then you have the XC and the
Yeah.
XL,
Yep.
right? So the P is right in the middle. Price point also right in the middle. Duty rated, but the P Ultra, my P Ultra is a spinoff of the P Limited. So the P Limited came out. The P Limited was a full aluminum frame,
Okay.
and it also had the Dawson comp on it, right? So now you have arguably the slide length is longer than an XL because of the comp now,
Okay.
right? The comp it's gonna do what a comp does, and it's an aluminum frame pistol, right? So it's a lighter pistol.
Yep.
You got the polymer grips on the staccatos, which I love because the polymer grips, they give you that flex, so it also further mitigates recoil and feels good to me.
Yeah.
I always get my polymer grips stippled. So what makes mine the P Ultra is that I sent it off to Monsoon Tactical and he put 3 ports behind the front sight. So it's like
It has a comp.
so it has the comp in the
Okay.
front, and then the front sight, and then 3 ports he put behind the front sight. So now I have 3 ports and then the comp. So this thing shoots stupid flat. They should have some ultra slow-mo of that gun being shot by me. I'm just telling you, I don't put that P Ultra in anybody's hand and they're not impressed. Also, it has a good trigger job by Monsoon.
How is it from the factory, though?
Oh, from the factory is awesome too. Like, so rewind that. The P Limited from the factory, like again, aluminum frame, Dawson comp. I think it comes standard with a 2-pound trigger. I think the P Limited did. That was a while back because that was like a couple of years ago. They don't even sell the P Limited anymore. So out the box, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Like that's another one that's like, if you're looking for something that's really gonna put you kind of like your competition ready game, the P Limited is gonna do that thing.
And then you did a trigger job on top.
Then I did a trigger job. Then I did the 3 ports behind the front sight, and that with the aluminum frame, and the trigger job. It's like that gun is built to go fast.
Do you
It is
compete-
built to go fast.
Do you compete with it at all?
Absolutely. I came in, literally, I was injured for a year and I wasn't able to shoot or compete or train for a while. And then I went back and I did an outlaw match at Black Alpha Tactical up in Maryland. I came in 6th place out of 65 shooters.
Very nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
So yeah. No, the P
what-
the P Ultra is in the game.
What's
bro.
the price point on that one in general?
Oh man, the
Ballpark.
P Limited. I want to say the P Limited was going for $32.99 when it first came out.
Okay.
And that's a rough guess though, because again, that's been a while since I've had the P Limited. I know right now you can get I think a base staccato P for like 24, and then you add the comp to it. You're gonna be pushing. You're gonna be pushing upwards of 3,000 plus for sure.
3,000, yeah.
Yeah,
Got
with
it.
the optic and all of that stuff.
Very nice. All right, well, let's move on to your number 2.
Ooh, number 2, another staccato. Island Barrel XL.
It is not sponsored by
It's not sponsored by Staccato. I'm sponsored by Staccato. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the Island Barrel XL. Now, the reason why I like the Island Barrel XL is because first off, I thought the Staccato XC was my favorite staccato, and the staccato that is like, nothing's gonna beat the XC when I got the XC.
Yeah. Great gun. Yeah.
Amazing gun, right? And the XC is one of those guns that you can put in anybody's hand, and they will. I always say, you put an XC in somebody's hand, their efficacy is gonna go up at least 50%.
Yeah.
Because that gun is just, it's very easy to shoot,
Makes you look good.
and it makes you look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. But the XL by itself, not even the Island Barrel, the XL, that's their competition offering. So it's a full 5-inch barrel and slide. and the way that thing is tuned and fitted, 2-pound trigger, it's just super duper.
Is there a comp on that one?
No comp. And so that's the other part, right? There's no comp. So now if you're going to compete, you're in limited optics.
Yep.
You're not running an open against race guns and Atlases and Infinities and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So the XL is a great choice, but the Island Barrel XL gives you that extra edge because it's still not a ported pistol, but now you have that extra recoil mitigation because like literally like this much of your slide right down the top of the barrel is not, it's cut out of the slide.
Yeah.
And it's added to the barrel. So the barrel's heavier, the slide is lighter. So you
don't get that muzzle rise?
And you don't get the muzzle rise, and the front sight is on the barrel. So now it's like a sight block, and it's the extra weight on the barrel.
And it's not moving. And it's just staying.
It's just coming straight back, bro. It's just coming straight back.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the price on that?
Ooh, the Island Barrel XL ran me about. See, I don't want to say the price I paid for it because that was my price.
So the street price?
I think the street price was. I think it was $5,000 or $5,000 and up.
Because still your first place.
Because my price was like. My price was still $4 something.
Oh, okay. So you did pay some.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
It's still your number one spot is not going to be. We're not going to get there yet.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be still
because
that's going to be up there.
Very. I mean, it's the number one for a reason. Bro.
Exactly. Before we get there, though, did honorable mention. Okay, quick honorable mention, and I want to talk about this. You don't have any experience with this.
Oh gosh.
I removed my optic just recently.
Okay.
You don't have any experience with it. I just want you to just feel this thing out and see what you think about this. Bull Armory Tac Pro.
Bull Armory Tac Pro. Now, people have been in my DMs about Bull Armory for a while now.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, I'm talking about since year one of Guns Out when they knew we were rocking with Staccato. They were like, "Have you ever shot a Bull Armory? You guys should do a review on a Bull Armory." I've just never known anyone that owns a Bull Armory, right? And now I do.
Yeah.
So first off, the first thing I do is I look at a gun, right? I look at it and I think about the aesthetics of it, the weight of it, the way it feels, and some of the functional things like the serrations and the full pick braille at the bottom, the full length dust cover. Always a fan of a full length dust cover because it looks really, really good. Gives you those RoboCop vibes, but then it also gives you a little bit more weight down here. Now, is this a steel frame?
Yes.
It feels because this has some really good weight to it. I like the trigger aesthetic. It looks really good. Let's see what. Yeah, nice break on this. Nice clean reset. Aesthetically looks amazing.
Smooth.
Yeah, and the serrations are nice and aggressive.
Yeah.
Some really deep serrations. Like I feel that grip in my skin as I pull it back. So even the angle of the serrations. Now this is interesting. The dual. How many ports? That's 8 ports.
Yeah, 8, 4, and 4.
Yeah, 8 ports there. That's very interesting. I've never really seen that before. I've seen like 2 and 2, and I've actually even seen 3 and 3. I've never seen 4 and 4.
Dude, they Ben over there at Bull Armory, so shout out to him. He said not only just the amount of ports, the size of the ports, and the angle of the ports. Like this is your barrel right here, so where is it gonna be? Those gases are escaping at what angle? And they said that's the part that a lot of people couldn't figure out, and they've got it figured out. And again, these guys make race guns,
so this is ported from Bull Armory.
Straight up, this is old stock gun. I mean, literally, it had a plate tube. I put my optic on that. I removed it. I'm gonna put something else on
I definitely wish you had an optic on this because because the gun looks nice without it, and I'm sure it looks even nicer with it. I love the sights.
Seriously, I love the iron sights as it is. But yes, I'm putting an optic on that.
So a couple things I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the grip. The grip doesn't.
Paul, you can change that, right? 2011.
Yeah, I would just get this stippled. Like I'm just not a fan of the texture and the way they have it here. I'm just not a fan of and the I don't know this line here, this hard line in the back. I'm not a big fan of that. It doesn't feel
good.
Feel as nice. I do like the undercut. Here.
Yeah.
Undercut is always good to get that good purchase, especially. And then if you're wearing gloves or something like that.
What else you don't like on this one?
The safety. I feel like the safety is a little skimp. Like I feel like the paddle could be just a little bit thicker, just a little bit.
Like a wider?
Yeah, just a little wider.
I see.
Just a little bit.
Dude, I always activate those freaking safeties, man. Mistaken, because I'm not used to shooting external safety gun. So when I get on the gun,
So you're a striker fire guy.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
I have been.
Okay. All right. Sorry to hear that. But So anyway, no, but yeah, I would just do that. It's a little skimp the safety mechanism, but the tolerances feel good. And the ports, I would be very interested to see. And it's got the crown barrel like that, bull barrel. All 2011s usually come with a bull barrel, but like the ports, I would be very interested to see how this shoots because you're right. The angle, the placement, the side, man, there's so much math that goes into making sure that the pressure is right when you port or comp a pistol. And I mean, shoot, man, I remember I had one of the first chunk ports on my original C2, and it was literally like a chunk taken out of the sliding barrel at the front. And in comparison to today's compensation packages from a lot of gunsmiths, like it was rather primitive, but it was like ahead of its time. However, like something simple like just rifling, like not taking out the rifling on, like once you take a section out of the barrel, if you take that section out, you got to remove the rifling on the front end of that, because if you don't, then you're going to be messing up the trajectory of the round. So there's just a lot of things that go into that when you start to port and comp and all of that on these finely tuned machines. But yeah, this feels nice. Like the tolerances feel good, the reciprocation feels good, the grip, I would get it stippled. The trigger is nice and feels good. Love the full dust cover and the pick rail. Yeah, man, you should bring this when you come to range day so I can shoot it. Put an optic on this thing, bro.
Done. I'll have
SRO.
One. I actually am. I have one. I'll probably put on SRO on this one.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just want you to see this thing.
Yeah. No, that's a good honorable mention because, like I said, there's been a lot of people that have mentioned. What is the price point on that one actually?
$2,500.
Oh yeah.
In that neighborhood.
Like that?
Yeah, that one.
It's not bad.
That's a good price.
What was that, a full 5-inch?
Full 5-inch.
Yeah. That's a good price, man.
So think about that.
I gotta be honest, that's a good price. Yeah. Okay.
So not bad. All right, let's move on to your number one.
You know, we actually got that thing up in here. Okay. And
finally, we got a gun on the list.
Finally got one in here, man. Look, I don't know if y'all noticed how easy it was for me to push that to the.
You can air rack that one, right?
Oh yeah. Come on, man. This thing here is just.
Well, TTI Sand Viper, this one is specifically featured on the movie Accountant 2. John Brenthal had this, the RMR and the light right there. Freaking fantastic, man. I love this thing. Don't need any iron sights. You're good to go with that RMR. It's going to last you forever.
Listen, that's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing about the Sand Viper. So I shot the first Sand Viper when it came out, and it was just such a cheat code, man. And I did not think that Taran could further refine this gun, and he found a way to do it. He found a way to do it, man. The new grip is ridiculous,
bro.
I love this new grip. I mean, and the design looks like it does not feel how it looks. Like it's way more grippy than it looks like it is when you first look at it, and it just feels amazing. The diameter is really, really good. Oversized mag well, 20 round mag with the base pad from Taran. So this is like what, 22?
Yeah, 21 rounds, something like that.
No, it's 22. 22. Yeah, it's a +2 base pad from Taran. I think it's a +2.
He would know. Yeah, why would he ask me that?
+2 base pad. Actually, I used to have issues with the original Sand Viper because he has the extended mag release there, but in this one, I guess I don't know if he moved it or if he
you invert and drop the magazine?
Yeah, I would drop the mags in the other Sand Viper sometimes. But like now, when I present my master grip, I'm not touching it. Like my hand just goes like right around it. So that's really good. Again, I don't know if he made the adjustment or if I'm just gripping it differently now. But anyway,
look at
the two-tone finish on this, the weight of it, this comp, the Butler cut. This thing looks like a mini Desert Eagle, bro. Like for real. Because that's the thing. I love the way Desert Eagles look. Totally impractical.
Yeah.
This is not impractical.
This one, like seriously, it will make you shoot a lot better than you actually are. When I first shot this thing a couple of years ago at the TTI, I couldn't believe the Pit Viper, same thing pretty much, but just no red dot. I couldn't believe how nice the gun was, and I was just like,
I would like to see a new shooter begin their journey with this gun.
They will suck at everything else after that.
You know what? That's probably fair, but like the thing about guns like this, and other way more expensive guns like this, is that you have to train with it. You have to train with these guns. You have to train because like you're gonna reach a level of efficacy already because the gun does what the gun does. Yeah. But when you learn how to run a gun like this, bruh,
Yeah, it's seriously. Initially, it's so good. Sometimes this may not make sense to certain people. It is so good. You may start shooting worse with it because you're so used to your like Glock triggers or whatever.
100%.
You have to kind of
100%
relearn.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why I say I would be interested to see a new shooter that has no bad habits, no real gun experience, literally pick this up and be trained on this and only shoot this.
Yeah.
I just would love to see what that would look like because there's just so much value in terms of shooting efficiency in this gun, and the aesthetics is just crazy. I wish all companies that would comp their pistols would do the Butler cut. I feel like you got to do this Butler cut.
It just looks good. Yeah,
it definitely looks good, man. It looks
you know
good.
that guide rod is also cutting an angle too.
Yeah. No. I mean, think he thought of everything as it pertains to this, man. So
he's a magician, man.
He is a magician, and the two-tone. Is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Copper color. The story with behind this color is he actually originally sent the gun out to a Cerakoter. He's like, hey, I want this color, more like an FDE type, or something, a Coyote Brown, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the company sent him back this.
Really?
And the guy's like, wait a minute. The Tanner was like, that's not what we asked. This is whatever.
So this is a mistake.
Mistake.
Bro. I love mistakes like this. Sometimes the best things happen by mistake.
By mistake, exactly like that. So, but anyways, this is a really good gun. It is going to cost you.
Yeah, it was like $7 grand.
$8 grand, something like that. With Sand Viper, Pit Viper is maybe slightly cheaper because of the optic.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if you wait. I'm pretty sure there's some weight to get them to.
There's always a way.
So get on that list.
Get on the list, dude. Look at the port on this comp. Look at that. Look at how big that is. A big mouth comp on this thing. And that thing, I mean, it's just It's arguably one of the flattest shooting pistols out there, without question. Like you can put this up against like some of the most expensive, with like double the price of this, and it's gonna compete.
That's right. Oh, all day long, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Long.
Yeah. Dude. So, great list. I love it. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.
Yeah, don't hate on my staccato fixation. Okay, I love my staccatos, but I also love other guns too.
Exactly. So let us know your thoughts. What is your top 5 2011? Please check it out. Some good things are coming out there, obviously.
Yeah, guys, just go check it out, man. We the Free.
It's gonna be. We're get Classic's gonna be on there at one point. You'll see these faces on there.
Oh,
so
100%.
So, dude, again, thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
Guys.
It's great.
As always, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your business. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.